What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with Perkins. I am, of course, your host, Perkins. Obviously. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It's weird saying hope everyone had a great weekend because it is currently what? It's Wednesday. But I upload these on what? Mondays. So your guys' weekend hasn't even happened yet, nor is mine. But by the time you guys see this, you'll have had a weekend. So I guess I gotta get in the groove of getting used to saying that stuff like that. But I hope everyone was good. I hope everyone had a great weekend, yes, and enjoyed the slight, I guess you could call it a heat wave that we got. I don't know where everyone's from that's watching this, but for my fellow Iowans, we got what I would call a heat wave. Let me I guess preface heat wave with saying this. For those that don't know, it has been wind chills of negative 30, 40 degrees in the nighttime. And then during the day, it was like negative 5, negative 7. It's been cold. Today, my car read 25 degrees. Now, you're coming from negative 30, and you're jumping up to 25. I don't know what the real feel was at 25, but that's a pretty substantial. I went out to dinner tonight with a friend, and I get out of the car, and she goes, "Where's your coat?" I said, "Honey, coat. This is a heat wave right now. This 25 feels like a 50. Excuse me while I bask in this warmth for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?" So yeah, I hope everyone got to enjoy what little bit of warmth we have. And I guess next week it's gonna be looking like the 30s, but your boy will be in Arizona next week. Actually, when this goes out, when you guys see this, I will be in Scottsdale, which I'm excited to do. Usually I try to go to Scottsdale 3 or 4 times a year. Anyone that knows me, anyone that's watching this knows I love Arizona. I would die for that state. I love that place. That place is phenomenal. But I try to make it out there as much as I can. Didn't go last year at all because I was trying to get some stuff paid down and try to remain as frugal as I possibly could. But this year, fuck that. We're gonna go all out. We're gonna go as many times as we can. So, you know, maybe not the dead of summer over there. Though, here's another thing. You know, let's just jump right into what's pissing me off. Here's something that pisses me off. Anytime I bring up Arizona to people, and someone goes, "Oh, it's too hot out there. Oh, the heat. Oh, I can't." What that tells me is you either A, are an idiot, or B, haven't been to Arizona. Because if you live in Iowa, or anywhere in the Midwest, or fuck, even down south, wherever, where they get humid summers, if you can handle an Iowa 100, you can handle an Arizona 110, 120, hands down. It's not even a contest. There's no, an Iowa 100, yeah, 100's hot. So is 120. But when you have 100 degrees with 85, 90% humidity, so it feels like you just walked into a sauna, versus Arizona, which, yeah, 110, 120, but your humidity level's at what? 20, 25? Where's my Red Bull? Hold on. I just had it. Where is it? Is it around here? I had a Red Bull. Did I leave it upstairs? How disappointing. Anyway, I guess I'll just die of thirst. Anyway, I had quesadillas earlier, so if I sound like I'm clearing my throat and all that good stuff, it's because that cheese gets to you after a while. You know, oh, it's so good though. I love the quesadillas. I guess I'm a basic bitch when it comes to Mexican. I don't like a whole lot of frills. Then again, to be fair, Mexican food doesn't really have a whole lot of spinning wheels, you know, and whistles. It's very just, I think Mexican food is literally the same 5 main components, and then they're just situated differently. That's pretty much, you got beans, rice, some type of meat, tortillas, and then like guac and cheese. And then everything, you look at an entire menu, literally you can make that entire menu with 6 things. I'm not hating on it. This isn't a slight towards Mexican cuisine. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying. It's not too crazy. So me liking my quesadilla, you know, yeah, it feels basic, but Mexican food in general is pretty basic. In a good way, though. In a good way. I wanted to talk about, real quick, the state of gaming. Now, I know I opened up with something gaming related last week. I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer since I was 3 or 4 years old. Very first console I got was a Super Nintendo. Very first game I ever played was Killer Instinct. Shout out to Mom. Killer Instinct probably wasn't the best game for a 3 or 4 year old to play, but who cares? It doesn't matter. It's fine. You know what? Shout out to my mom, because she never conformed to those parental norms. You know, oh, I don't want my kid playing this. I don't want my kid doing this. Like my mom, I remember one time, this was right when they started IDing for video games. Before, you could go in and pick up a copy of Grand Theft Auto 3, your GameStop, software, etc., wherever. You could go pick up a copy of Grand Theft Auto 3. Wouldn't say a word to you. How old are you? 8? You want a copy of Grand Theft? Xbox or PlayStation? Alright. After that hot coffee mod in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out, they put the hammer down, and I remember it came out and I was like, hey Mom, can you take me to the mall so I can get a game? She's like, alright, cool. Now, you know how parents, she wasn't in a bad mood. But you know, like when you're younger and your parents have had a long day, they just want to relax. They don't want to hear anything about what's going on, you know, with the kid, or they just want to come home and unwind. And then you hit them with some bullshit, and they're just like, oh my god. Anyway, so my mom was already on edge because she had a long day at work. Like, you take me to the mall? I was like, okay. So we get to the mall, and I go in there. This was when it used to be Software, etc. in Merle Hay. You guys remember where that was on the corner? If you've never been or live in Des Moines or out, you wouldn't know this. But people that live here in Merle Hay Mall, you know, right around that corner when you walked in towards what used to be Sears, you walk in, Software, etc. was right there. I walk in there and I was like, one copy of San Andreas for the PlayStation 2. So I give him my money. And he looks at me, I'll never forget this, he goes, are you 18? Clearly not fucking 18. I'm like, no. He goes, you need your parent. Now, me knowing that my mom was already on edge, it was the equivalent of like when you get a shitty grade or a bad mark or a tally or something negative and you got to bring it home to mom or dad, and you're trying to figure out the right time to bring it to them. That's how I felt going back out to the car and saying, hey Mom, can you come out and get this for me? So I remember I was like, you need to come in, get this game for me. And she's like, so she goes in there. And they were like trying to talk her down from getting me the game, which didn't make any sense. Like they were, there's drugs in here. There's prostitution. She's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just give him the game. She never folded, my mom, and I appreciate that. Made for a fun childhood. But anyway, this is how I am. I go off on tangents. I started off with the one to talk about the state of games. Ended up telling you a childhood story that has nothing to do with... Let's plug forward. Anyway, so the state of games right now, like I said, I'm a gamer. I'm 33. I started gaming at 3 or 4, so I've been gaming for 3 decades. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. But I will say the state of gaming is a very interesting one for me, in the sense that I feel like it's just completely changed. And a couple ways that it's changed is, one, back in the day, even when I was gaming as a young kid, back in the day, gaming was associated with nerd, geek, you know, that kind of thing. It was associated with kind of like a subclass of human being, you know what I'm saying? Nerd, look at you, you geek, and you're rolling some dungeon dice, even though I know gaming wasn't Dungeons and Dragons, but gaming had that same, they were kind of swept under the same rug, you know what I'm saying? You fast forward to today, and you got gamers that are living like rock stars. You got women that are making 6-7-figure incomes off of, you know, tits up and streaming themselves playing video games. Now, obviously, we know we're not going to watch for the games. I'm there to see your tits, sweetheart. Let's not get it twisted. You got professional gamers. You got gaming clans. You got full-on tournaments. You got full-on tournaments with games. I mean, it's insane what the gaming community is like. And then on top of that, this is another change that I thought of too. Development for games. So now you get these games that are becoming more expensive than movies to make. You got your Hollywood blockbusters, what, $200, $300, $400 million? They say that the new Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposed to cost, I don't know the validity of this. Do not hold me to this. I don't know how valid this is. They said that the new Grand Theft Auto is supposed to cost around $1 billion. I don't know if that's true. I don't know the validity of that. I do know Grand Theft Auto, what did I say, 6? Yeah, 6. I know 5 cost a grip. I think 5 cost around like $200 million. Again, don't hold me to that. I don't know the specifics of it. But it's insane. You got these blockbuster budgets for games now. The whole community is completely different now. I remember when I was a kid, for my PlayStations 1 and 2, I remember having hundreds of games. And the games weren't even as polished or in-depth as games are today. But there was so much variety, and studios weren't afraid to take chances, and it wasn't the same cookie-cutter bullshit. It wasn't constant rehashes and remasters and stuff like that. It was just good, independent, new shit that people had never played, or a new take on things. You don't have that now. Literally all you have now, what do you have now? You have everything's a remaster, an HD remake, a reskin, a sequel, an annually put out game like your Maddens and your FIFAs, which, by the way, if you're buying the same game every year, you need to get checked out, because something's not right up here. It's whatever. But I miss that, though. Think of, like, okay, we'll go with EA Big. We'll yank that out of the air. EA Big. EA Big brought us great games such as Def Jam Vendetta. And I think EA Games made Fight for New York. They also brought us SSX3. They also gave us NFL Street, NBA Street. They gave us a bunch of dope stuff. Did they give us Skate? Big didn't give us Skate. I think that was just EA Games that gave us Skate. But that Big subgenre, or sub-label rather, was fucking amazing. They gave us such good games. I know nearly every guy with a childhood worth of fuck has played NFL Street or NBA Street. Maybe even FIFA Street. Maybe they even did the SSX3. Or played Def Jam Fight for New York. Or Def Jam Vendetta. Where are those games? Those are the games. Now it seems like a good game is so few and far between. I'm trying to think of the last game I bought that was like new. Well, I bought Starfield. Fun game, by the way. Before Starfield would have been Cyberpunk, I think it would have been. Which, can we talk about Cyberpunk? Oh my fucking God. Okay. I will say that in its launch, Cyberpunk was a fucked mess. I get that. I didn't have any game-breaking glitches. I did. I had one, and that's when you are at the afterlife. For those that have played, you're at the afterlife, and you have to go to pull off that job with Jackie, and you're supposed to get in that Delamain that's in front of the afterlife. Well, in my first playthrough, that Delamain didn't spawn. And that was a game-breaking glitch. I could not progress the game. But they fixed it in a patch the next day, and I was off to the races. I know a lot of people had some really bad glitches and stuff like that just made it unplayable. It had a really horrible launch. But shout out to CD Projekt Red, because they turned it around and got it good. It was one of my favorite games pre-patch and update. Now with the 2.0 or 2.1 rather update and the Phantom Liberty DLC, that is one of the best games of all time, hands down. I'll die on that hill. I don't give a fuck. That is a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. I'm trying to think though. So there was Starfield, Cyberpunk. What was before that? That I was super excited about. Red Dead? Not that long ago, was it? The last big 5 games I can think of that I was genuinely excited for and did well and were good. Cyberpunk, Starfield, Red Dead, Hitman. If you've never played the Hitman series, I implore you, go play. You could probably get it on discount or something, I don't know. Go play. It is such a fun game. It's Grand Theft Auto, but in the world of Hitman. Like, not in the sense that you can drive a car through a group of people, but in the sense that you're a hitman, and it's just an open sandbox to kill your targets however you want to kill them. poison them, choke them out, shoot them from afar, rig something to blow, electrocute them, get someone else to come in. It's such a vast amount of options to kill I almost said your prey. Yeah, because you're a lion and you're hunting people down. I don't know. It's a really weird time, and I'm not a fan of battle royale games. Battle Royale, Crown Royale, Double Royale with cheese. Is that how that line goes? I'll have to look that up. Great movie, by the way, Pulp Fiction. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of those games. Here's the reason why, too. Because I have a group of friends that do these, I almost said these Crown Royale games. They do these Battle Royale games. And you can win a Battle Royale game if you get put on a good team. So if I'm on a team full of just crack shots and crack snipers, I can get on a team, and as long as they carry me, I'm winning. Zero effort on my end. I could hide in a corner, I could get one kill, but if I get on a team that's doing good, then that's a W for me. Now, I don't believe that you should be getting a dub for something you didn't contribute with. That's just me. And I see like, we got all these wins. Yeah, check out my win streak on such and such. I'm like, dude, you got 3 kills over the last 4 games. Like, what are you flexing? I don't give a fuck. Couldn't give a fuck what you got going on. Oh my God. I'm just, and zombies. I'm so sick of zombies. Zombie this, zombie, you play COD Zombies? Hey bro, you play some COD Zombies? No, I don't want to play any fucking COD Zombies. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna play some real fucking games. Not that COD, by the way, first off, hold on. COD's a fish, you fuck. COD. Call of Duty, not COD. Fucking idiots. Secondly, there hasn't been a good COD since, I would say, Modern Warfare 2. Which pains me to say, because the very first game I played online was Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. That was what got me into online gaming. That was what I put the most time in. That is what spurred my whole online Xbox Live career, was Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. And then there was Call of Duty 3, which was great. And then there was there 4? I know there was 4. But then there was World at War. World at War was my favorite. And then there was Black Ops. And then Modern Warfare 2. My lips are chapped. I need my chapstick. Fuck it. Chap lips, what are you gonna do? And it's only gonna get worse because we're gonna get back below the fucking 0 again, and it's already irritating the fuck out. I can't even talk about it because it's just gonna piss me off again. What we're talking about? I gotta think of something quick because I'm just gonna seethe here in anger. I lost my complete train of thought trying to run away from the anger, and now I'm getting enveloped by it. Dude, I genuinely have a mind blank. Hold on. What are we talking about? Gaming again? Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. We'll cut that out in post. No, we won't. We're going to leave this shit in. The Call of Duty, since I can't do that, it's too... Here's the thing. To me right now, Battlefield 1 is the best first-person shooter we've had in recent years. 2042 or 2142, I forget which is which. I think they're both a real game, but I forget which one's the most recent one. That I heard has gotten a lot better, but Battlefield 1, by far, hands down, the best first-person shooter. I don't like new age shooters. I did like Modern Warfare, but I like old war. So that's why World at War, which I think took place during World War II or the Cold War or something like that. I love that. World at War was my favorite. And then Battlefield 1 takes place in, I think, World War II era, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Now you got some nigga wall jumping and jetpacking up there and gravity spiking. You're talking about how he fucked my mom. Like, I just got off work. I don't need to hear some 12-year-old tell me how he piped my mom down while he's teabagging me after a fucking 5-0 run on his end. I don't need that. I'm trying to keep, everything down. I don't want to get the heart rate going too much. I just need to simmer down, just relax. I keep a pretty good bottle on things. I don't need that on. I don't need this. I think I've spoken enough about gaming. Let's see what's on the list of things that. By the way, you're going to be seeing a lot of different subtle changes here. So right now, this camera on it has a 50 millimeter lens on it. It's a fixed focal length, so I can't zoom out or zoom in. I feel like my head's cut off, which it is because I can see right there on the screen that it is. Unless I get down like this right here, but even then, no. So I tried pushing it unless I go back further, which I could do, but I feel like I'm too far back now. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm trying to get it down to a constant. So you're going to see a lot of little weird things. Like this light was blue last week. It's not blue anymore. What is that? White? I think I'm colorblind. I'm not good with colors at all. It all looks the same to me. I don't know. Let's see what else we got going on here. Did you know, and I didn't know this, but this is fucking crazy. It also goes to show how sad men are as a unit. There is an OnlyFans, an AI, I don't even know if you can say OnlyFans on YouTube. OF. There's an OF that is a person that's 100% AI generated. 100% AI. Not a real person. This thing takes in $50,000 a month. $50,000 a month for a fake. It's not even real. So you got these dudes up here that are just sending all types of money. Let me see some tits, whatever it is. I don't know. Let me see some clam, whatever the fuck they're saying. And to who? Who are you sending that to? What I heard, it's a company that runs it. So it's probably some dude that looks like the dude that's watching them. So they're just laughing his ass off, taking their money. I don't get that. Now, let me preface something with OF. I'm not against OF. I'm all for people making money how they want to make money. I got no issue with it. However, there are certain ramifications that come and societal things that come with doing that kind of work, where I know some chicks don't mind that dudes, like, they go into it knowing that they're not gonna win everyone over with their profession. Then you get some women that are just purely upset. What? You don't like sex work? What's it matter what I do? And it's like, honey, you gotta understand. Not every guy's gonna buy into that. Just like not every chick's into mixed dudes. I'm gonna sit up here and pout, bitch, piss and moan about it? No. Okay, cool. Not into me? I'll see you later, sweetheart. No worries. What are you doing? Simple as that. You keep it pushing. I feel like that light's really close. Maybe it's closer than last time. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't. Now, I have subscribed to a few before, but it's always been people that I know, because curiosity gets the best of me, and it's just for 1 month. So if I'm curious, like, hey, how well does she, deep that cactus over there? We're gonna go find out, how is that reflex? How is her technique? We're gonna go find out. Take my $7.99. And the second you hit subscribe, you unsubscribe right away. I can piss $8 away. I do that every day on Red Bull. I'll piss $8 away to satisfy my curiosity. I don't really care. So I guess I can't really talk about dudes subscribing. There's that one dude that spent who was that chick? Some chick. She's one of these hip hop type chicks, and she met her #1 OnlyFans subscriber in person, and he was sending her all sorts. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Apparently, this dude had a stockpile of Bitcoin, and he was sending her I don't know how much through the Bitcoin. He's like, I'll send you 2 Bitcoin if you just answer my message. Now, I don't know what 2 Bitcoin equates to, or if that even was the number or not, but I guess my thing is how sad of a state are men in where that's the norm? You know what I mean? Now, I can understand if a dude wants to pay for sex, like, I get that. You don't want to do all this rigmarole of talking and pretend like you give a fuck about what she's got going on, or you're just trying to get your nut and get the fuck out of there. Slide her a couple bills, and you go on about your day. But you're not even getting any gratification out of this. It's over a screen. And you're dropping thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars? For what? I don't get that. But I also understand that there would be a lot of women. If men were able to control their dicks, there would be a lot of women that would be a lot. Now, don't get it twisted. If I was a woman and had the looks to get by in life with, trust and believe I would do it too. Because I know guys can't control themselves. But as a guy, I could sit there and look and say, yeah, these dudes have zero control. And that's, I don't know. And then another thing that irritates me too is with this, you got a lot of, and I'm not saying sex work is dusty, but there's a lot of men out here that allow dusty behavior. What do I mean by dusty behavior? Okay. You know those chicks. You've seen them. You're in the club and you hear that. Those kind of chicks. There's guys that will entertain that. And when that's entertained, let me say this. I dog on women a lot, but I am also fully aware that a lot of the things that I have issue with women are things that men allow. Therefore, men are the reason I'm angry, and it's not women. Because women can say, oh, I do this for myself, this, that, and the other, da, da, da. At the end of the day, we all want somebody. We all do. I don't give a fuck how solo dolo you are. I don't give a fuck, how off-put you are, how done you are with men, or how done you are with them. We all want somebody. At the end of the day, we all want someone. So naturally, you're going to do things that attract the opposite sex. Now, if you're off doing dusty behavior, and you realize it's getting you attention from the opposite sex, what reason do you have to change? You get what I'm saying? If I was on Facebook and I was in like a bando, some just trap house, and I'm flashing the trap money that I made that day with my Gucci belt on, but I'm driving a 95 Lumina, living in just the place I'm living in, just a tip, For those who don't know, tip, shithole. That's a British term. Put that in your little toolbox and use that for whatever you want. If I was getting loads of attraction from the opposite sex doing that thing, what reason would I have to want to improve my situation? You get what I'm saying? So when you got women out here with a gang of ass, but shit personalities, that face looks like it's been hit by a truck a few times, all this crazy shit, but you got niggas over here, oh shoot, shawty got a gang of ass, man. She's getting all the attention she wants, albeit it's not good attention, but she's getting the attention she wants. Attention's like currency. What reason does she have to change? So now you got a bunch of chicks that are, doing this dusty shit that don't want to better themselves because they're getting the attention they want from dudes. But on the flip of that, though, the attention they're getting from these dudes, it's the same chicks that wonder why they can't get these good relationships because he just wants to fuck you. You're out here, throwing that pussy like Elway. I gotta find the clip of that song because it's a really good song. I think it's by The Game. How's that go? Throwing the pussy like Elway. It doesn't matter. Anyway. So then you're attracting all these dudes, but all these dudes, they just want to bang you. They don't want anything long-term. They don't want any longevity. They just want to hit and quit. So now you're sitting here trying to figure out, like, what am I doing wrong? But you don't want to acknowledge what you're doing wrong. It's like the same thing I was talking about last week. If you have multiple failed things, if you're fishing, and you're fishing in the same pond, same spot, using the same lures, catching the same fish that you don't want to catch, what do you think you got to do? You think maybe you should just use that same lure in that same pond with the same fish over and over and over and fucking over until you get a different fish, knowing that all the fish in that pond are the same? Makes sense? No, it's a you thing. Change the pond. Change the lure. You know? Go. There's 100 different things you could do. You know, change the bait. That's another. Oh my God. See, I just get going. That's another thing I can't stand. Is complaining about the dudes that you. I say dudes. I guess I need to be fair in this because it happens with guys too. I don't see guys do it as much. But you can't complain about the type of dudes that you're getting with over and over and over. Change nothing, but expect the outcome to change. That's idiocy. That's lunacy. That's crazy. That just irritates me. But you know what? It makes for great entertainment, so I can't even be upset about that. So, you know what? I really need to get a timer because I don't know how long I've been going. This could be an hour. It's not an hour, I don't think. I'm trying to shoot for, in these early stages of the podcast, I want to do 20 to 25, maybe 30. That's what I kind of want to do. That's what I'm comfortable with. That's another line from a Scottish show called Still Game. It's kind of like a comic doing a special. I don't want to come out the gate doing an hour. I need to build myself up in my material for that easy set, that 2025 set. And then once I get comfortable with that 2025, then I could bump it up to the, but I don't just want to come out the gate with an hour talking about, hey, watch me. I don't know. I'll talk about one more thing here, and then I'll hang it up where it's at. Let's see here. Got my notes again, I feel like D-Ray. That wasn't D-Ray. That was who was it that had the notes? It wasn't D-Ray. That was there was a comedian. He's a really funny comedian. He was on BET's Comic View. Forget his name. Anyway, when he told jokes, he would look at his piece of paper that he had, and then he would tell the joke, and then depending on how the crowd reacted, he'd either go, or he'd go. It was such a cool it was a funny gimmick. It was fun. Oh, here's something. Can someone help me understand the hype around Coachella? I don't understand Coachella. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And this is coming from someone. I've been to plenty festivals. I've been to plenty shows all across the country. Coachella as a festival just doesn't make sense to me, and I don't get it. And I made a Facebook status about this. I don't get it in the fact that if I go to, let's say I go to EDC or UMF, everyone at that festival, everyone there, every performer falls under the electronic umbrella. Everyone. If I go to Knotfest or Ozfest, everyone there falls under the same umbrella of genre of music. If I go to Coachella, have you seen the Coachella lineups? It is so, they don't know whether they're coming or going. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like they got like Paul Oakenfold, and then they got Black Keys, and then they got Lana Del Rey, and then they got Tyler the Creator, and then they got a bunch of other names I've never heard of before. Now, I don't mind going to shows, obviously, to see someone that I'm into. But it doesn't make sense to me to have this entire roster. I don't give a fuck how eclectic your music taste is. you'd be hard pressed to find someone that listens to 50% of that roster on a basis. And that's a lot of fucking people. So if you listen to half that on a regular basis, that's insane. But I highly doubt that. Now, if I go to EDC, we'll take Kinetic Field. We'll yank that out of the air. Kinetic Field is one of the stages at EDC. If I go there from open to close, I will know and probably listen to 85 to 90% of the people on that one stage. Every single one of them. That's on one stage. Never mind if you're going to the ASOT stage, State of Trance, for those who don't know, or if you're going to Cosmic Grounds. Was that the other one? I'm trying to figure out which ones I spend the most time at. Kinetic and Cosmic were the ones I spent, and I knew every single person that was performing there. Every single one. Now there's some stages like your bass stages and your dubstep ones. I don't really fuck with those. But everyone that I go to, I know those people. If I go to Coachella, I'm so... All right, our guy doesn't get on for another 2.5 hours, so you want to go jack off in the porta potties? All right, come on, let's go do it. You want to play Soggy Biscuit? All right, come on, we got bear time. Let's go. Let's kill some time. I'm not doing that. I don't get Coachella. A buddy of mine commented on the status saying that's half the fun is finding new music. I'm like, I'm not spending festival prices and festival airfare and festival traveling to learn and experience new artists. That's what Spotify is for. That's what that algorithm's for. When I go to a show, I'm there to see who the fuck I want to see. I don't give a fuck about anyone else. I'm there to see Tiesto and Hardwell and Martin Garrix and Afrojack and John Summit and Fisher, and that's who I'm there to see. I'm not there to see 20 acts I have no fucking names of. I don't. It's a hard sell for me. It's a very hard sell for me. Also, one last tidbit: Beyonce overrated as fuck. Anyway, so that is everything. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know how long this is, so if it went super long, thanks for watching to the end. When this comes out, I'll be in sunny Arizona. Barrett Jackson Auto Auction is going to be going on. Is it Barrett Jackson or Mika? It's Barrett Jackson. Last time I was out in, last time I was out in Scottsdale, the Barrett Jackson Auto Show was going on too, and they had 4 300ZXs that went up for auction, and I am so pissed I didn't go, because I would have loved one. I would have bought one. There was one that was in the same shape as mine, and it sold for like 22. Now I know, 22,000 for a 30-year-old car, yeah, whatever, it's a bit much. But if you see the price most 90s cars are going for these days, 22,000, not too crazy. So I'm going to take lots of pictures and videos, and I'll try to splice them in. It won't be on this video, though. It'll be the next week's video. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be sure to try to get some cool pics and videos. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Looks like the first episode of this went phenomenally. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. The support was overwhelming. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I'm also on Spotify. I'm also on Apple Podcasts. I believe that's everything. If this were to ever take off, right now I'm just doing it for fun because I enjoy this. But if it ever takes off, I'll make like a TikTok, but that's way, 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 way down the line. But yeah, please like and subscribe. New episodes every Monday. Beyonce's overrated. All right, you guys have a good one.